Men are meant to attract women, not chase them. What is the difference between pursuing a woman as a man and chasing a woman as a man? There's a massive difference, and I'm going to tell you what that difference is from my opinion, of course. But before I speak on what the differences are between pursuing and chasing a woman, I wanted to highlight this key foundational point. And this point is this: women pick the men. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much power you have, no matter how tall, funny, no matter what attractive traits you have, if the woman or girl does not engage with you, it is pointless. Which is why the burden of responsibility of mate selection lies with the women because the women pick the men. 100 men can approach a woman. She's probably gonna select only two or five. Those five are the guys she picked. Hence, those guys can have access to her, either for sexual relations, for dates, relationship, marriage, whatever. She has to say yes. Now, what is the difference between pursuing and chasing? In my opinion, pursuing means a man shows his interest. He has expressed his intention to get to know a woman. You've invited her on dates. You're communicating with her. You've made your intentions clear. Okay, you are reciprocating a woman that is reciprocating your intentions. For example, if you have expressed your interest in a woman, hey, I think you're beautiful, you think you're cute, let's grab a drink, let's go on a date. I'd like to get to know you more. If she says, oh, absolutely, I would like to get to know you more too, that's pursuing. She has reciprocated your interest, and now you can take her out as well. So you guys plan the date, you guys go on dates, you guys get to know each other. That is pursuing. You are matching her energy. Chasing, on the other hand, is when the signs are clear that the woman is just not interested in you, but you keep texting her, you keep chasing after her. You know what I mean? So let's say you message her, hey, I'd like to get to know you more, and she doesn't respond to you. You send her another text, hey, I would like to get to know you more. She doesn't answer you. And then you call her, and then you text her. You're chasing. Something like that, okay? Or when you see that the interest is not there, she's not responding to you like she's curious about you, and you are still pushing it. That's chasing. As a man, you will have to embrace the reality that most women are not going to directly tell you they're not interested in you. There will be some. There will be some women that communicate to you that they're not interested in you for whatever reason. They might lie, but most women are not going to tell you they are just not interested in you. They're going to speak to you in very covert terms. Um, so you have to be ready for that. Okay. But I say all this to make this critical point. As a man, you always want to be in a position where you are attracting women. The best dating experience I've had was when the women gravitated towards me. Now, I'm not saying I'm some Casanova, some playboy that just sits around and never has to do anything. No. What I am saying is I focus so much on building myself to the point where I am interesting enough where the woman wants to get to know me more. It doesn't mean I don't ask women out on dates. It doesn't mean I don't approach women. I do, but I pull back because I have a life. Clearly, I have things going on in my life. I have a podcast that I'm passionate about. Whether it becomes big in the future, I do not know, but I'm passionate about it. This is attractive to some women. The fact that I love to share my ideas and thoughts, and I've been able to build a following on TikTok and and YouTube, it shows that I'm passionate enough to do it consistently, even though it's not the biggest. You know, I have women who approach me strictly because they are curious to know my the way I think from my TikTok, from my YouTube. You understand? So that's what I always say to men. Build yourself up to a point where you don't have to chase after women because you just don't have the time. And that's where you want to get to as a man. That's where I am currently as a man. If I express my interest in a woman and I see it's cold shoulders, guess what, bro? I move on because I don't have the time to be double texting, triple texting, calling, and trying to force something. Maybe if I'm really curious about you, I might do that maybe once or maximum twice. But you're not getting a third time from me, honestly, because I just don't have the time. As a man, that's where you want to get to the point where you are pursuing women, expressing your interest, and pulling back and giving the woman a chance to also express her interest and reciprocate your interest to you too as a man. That's where you want to get to. Okay. Personally, I don't see myself going over and beyond to get a woman to like me. I don't see myself doing that. I've done that in my early 20s. From my mid 20s, I don't think I've ever done that. Okay. So, as a man, before you look outside to women, you want to look inwards. You want to look at yourself well and say, hey, what am I doing? What am I passionate about? Am I going to the gym? Do I have a routine to keep my skin in check? Do I have a routine to keep my health in check? Do I have a financial plan? Am I passionate about life? Am I investing in my hobbies? Am I building my social network? Am I loving life? Once you get to that point where your life as an individual man is very active and very exciting to you, believe me, you will not have the time to be focusing on low interest women where you get to chase them. No, you focus on women that have high interest in you as well, hence pursuing. So there's the difference. And if you want to build yourself up to a point where you can pursue women and become a man where you do not have to be desperate for female validation or women validation, you have to look inwards. It never fails. You have to focus on yourself and improve yourself. It starts in the mind and then it transitions to the body. Good luck.